Tale of two iconic former swimming pools. One turns a century old next year and is about to be transformed into a multi-million-pound enterprise hub.
The other is a Grade 2 listed Art Deco landmark, but it lies empty and vandalised. It's now being sold, much to the dismay of some local people. Andy Bevan has been sent to both, and he sent us this report.
The old swimming baths in Erdington had been shut for a decade, but now a £4 million project with funds from Birmingham City Council and the West Midlands Combined Authority will transform it into the Erdington Enterprise Hub, and before too long, people will replace the pigeons. Work is due to start on this part of the project at the end of this year. This, of course, is the main pool area, and it will stay as a thoroughfare with offices either side of it, and there'll also be a mezzanine floor slightly above to offer even more space to local enterprises. This afternoon, the leader of Birmingham City Council and the Mayor of the West Midlands were given a tour of the baths by the Winton Lodge Community Association, who are masterminding the transformation.
As soon as we started to clear the front, people were walking past and saying to our contractors, thank goodness somebody cares.
Just a few miles down the road, the Smethwick baths lie empty and unused after closing a year ago in favour of the nearby Sandwell Aquatic Centre. Our cameras captured this 1933 Grade 2 listed Art Deco landmark when it was still open. But its history is not just as a swimming pool, but also as a music venue, playing host in the 1960s to The Who, The Kinks, and even The Beatles. Sadly, intruders have smashed some of the fixtures and fittings, leaving the building's owners, Sandwell Council, to pay £7,500 a month for security. That, say councillors, is unsustainable, and last night the Cabinet voted to sell the building, but not without some concerns.
Many people who I've spoken to are concerned that the sale to a private developer could lead to Smethwick baths going into a crooked house style situation.
The property currently carries a Grade 2 listing status, so legally that would require the owner, and that's any future owner, to assure that any heritage features are maintained.
The decision to sell has angered the People's Orchestra, a Sandwell community group without a permanent home. Last autumn it put forward detailed plans to turn Smethwick Baths into a grant-funded music and arts venue. It says Sandwell Council hasn't analysed those plans properly and is rushing to sell the baths in a time of financial crisis.
Had we taken it on, there would have been a lot of employment, we would have been using a lot of community use, we'd have brought lots of new bands, new groups to the venue, as well as using it for all the sports and social things that a community centre will use it for.
I'm hoping with a new government that's going to put a lot more focus on retaining community assets, that for assets like the baths of Smethwick, there may well be an alternative use in the future, and I'm hoping that that process, whilst the baths are on the market, the process of putting on the market may actually open up new opportunities for that asset to be used for community purposes.
A tale of two pools, one now brimming with regeneration money, the other draining its owners of cash with an uncertain future. Andy Bevan, ITV News.
While